It's also been a little bit typical of what we see happening in late August and starts to falls and things like that. So I think if you look at it's super interesting. If you look at equities and particularly NASDAQ, and then the top holders of the S&P 500, which are also more or less tech names, and compare it to the correlation of Bitcoin and Ether and some of the other cryptocurrencies over time in recent months, and really in the last year or so, the correlation has been notably higher than ever, essentially. So I make that point because I think that what happens in equity markets then bleeds down lately to crypto markets. So in the last couple of the days, first we saw Fed Chair Powell come out and the market reacted positively to that, and crypto actually reacted positively to that too. It felt like, maybe rates would be a little bit slower and perhaps not as many, and the whole market sort of felt good, and the rally kept going on. But then over the last 2 days, there's been this, very sort of loud voicing of opinions amongst voting and non-voting Fed members about inflation, and that we're sort of nowhere near 2%, that they have to keep going, and that recent, weak economic data is not going to really change things. And a lot of that data came out yesterday. Now you see futures in tech stocks and broad-based equities, softer going into the open. And my theory on this is that investors that buy those stocks, they buy sort of the high quality growth stocks, are also investors that start looking at, sort of the smaller cap growth stocks, the hyper growth stocks, and even crypto. The crypto is now on that list, right, of kind of thoughtful, innovative, disruptive technologies of the future. And it's viewed as sort of high risk by the average retail trader, I would say. So what happens is they get this bad news, they sort of take it in, and, lo and behold, the price of Bitcoin falls. The weird thing about this, though, is that it looks like it happened rather quickly. So it's hard to figure out, like all of that news was just absorbed in that minute that we saw, the price fall. It's a little bit difficult to call that.